innovation program in Cape Town, which is 5 schools, and we just recently started with Durban, which is 2 schools. Okay. You will get to meet some of the Cape Town learners if you do your innovation projects, and you win, and then you get to present for you might get to present at Expo, then they fly down to Joburg also in the Durban learners, and then you can get to meet them if you are also part of the talk.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Johannesburg, and I'm a future software engineer.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sitori, and I'm a future business information management.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Johannesburg, and I'm a future software developer.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Melissa, and I am a future fintech developer.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Toko, and I'm a future chemical engineer.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Toko Fato, and I am a future data scientist.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nafilo Kendi, and I am a future mechanical engineer.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sophie Masalisa, and I'm a future gynecologist.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nero, and I'm a future mining engineer.
Good morning. My name is Louise Ombuni, and I'm a future construction engineer.
How are you? How are your tests, guys? Yeah. Okay. It's fine, guys. You will recover. You'll be fine. You just have to work harder. Okay.
And I feel like I would love Alex High because I saw most of them are into tech. Most of them want to be software engineers, software developers, and then I think they'll be my best friends. Okay, I'm Talent in KZ. I came here to tutor math, so I am a CT mathematics tutor here. So for today's sessions, I was collecting some assignments that I had given them like a week ago. And then we also went through a big topic in their maths, which is trigonometry, which weighs like a quarter of their homework of mathematics in grade 12. So I think that was quite good. Yeah. It's a very good thing to be influential in a way because I think I'm someone who loves being influential, especially to the people before me, because I am literally becoming someone who I wish I had back when I was also in high school. I was also like them. I wish I had someone who was like me, who was going to take me through some stuff the way I am taking them through some of these problems. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that.
Wait, once your name and your email address. Did it open? Okay.
So I just wanted to say welcome, Alex High, to the Cultivating Tomorrow professional program. We now have CTP Now, which is an app that was created by one of you about 2 years ago, which is an app that relieves the whole class in here. It's not the whole class, it's got all the resources, announcements. It's got the learning hub, like your Advantage Learn. It's got highlights of the day, it's got calendars, it's got invest applications, but we'll come and showcase it to you. But it was created by one of you, because you sat here and you decided to involve yourself into the CTP Now.
So today we have Max, he's the executive of Investment Solutions, and he's going to tell you about his journey. and hopefully recruit some of you guys, since you all want to be engineers, accountants, and doctors. Sometimes we have people that are recruited here. So Max, thank you. Please come.
Hello everybody. I think somebody said an engineer. I almost became an engineer. Almost. You were almost correct. Thank you so much for having me. I remember when I was your age. It's not that far long. And just keep on doing what you're doing. You're going to thank yourself later on. Keep at it, and it's going to pay dividends. Okay? Remember this day. And fluid. I know that there's lunch that's supposed to happen, so I'm standing between you and lunch, so I'm going to try and be quick. Okay. But yeah, so maybe just as a brief introduction to Max. First and foremost, I'm a believer, so I believe in Christ. That's what I stand for, and that's what I stand by. I'm married. I've got 4 kids. Yeah, I know. I should have stopped. I'm very lucky that my folks are still alive. It's actually the reason why we're in Joburg. We stayed in the Cape for about 15 years, and just after COVID, we thought it was going to be slightly risky to be so far away from the parents, so we moved up here. My current role, I look after investment solutions at PPS Investments. It's not a small task; it's a big task, and I'm very grateful that they've entrusted me with the business, part of the business, not the whole business. We're a boss, okay, part of the business. And if you were to ask me, what is that legacy that I'm trying to leave behind? So, at the age of 80, at the age of 90, I'll say I'm successful. If I can help to alleviate some of the poverty in Africa, and I think it is possible. And I think technology is going to help us to get that. So it's something that genuinely keeps me up at night. It's always running in the back of my head. My name is Max Mujapelo, Investment Solutions Executive at PPS Investments. I came to chat to the CTP students on my life's journey and my career journey and just sharing my life with them. Yeah, I thought it went well. The questions were quite interesting, so I think the kids, they took a lot out of it. It's always, you become slightly conscious when you're talking about yourself. But yeah, I enjoyed sharing my journey with the kids, and I thoroughly enjoyed the interaction that I got from them and the questions. Bright kids that we've got in this cohort. The highlights probably just delving deeper into how we could potentially solve poverty, and I think there were a few questions there in terms of why do you, based on the chat that I had with David, like what could people do to improve their financial situations and what have you. So that's something that's close to my heart, and I'm glad that the kids found it interesting and they were intrigued by it, and they actually wanted to go deeper into that subject.
My name is Nopila Gindi. I'm 18 years old. I'm from Alexandra. I'm currently doing grade 12 at Alexandra High School. Yeah. My favorite thing is that Sir Talent was able to break complex questions and make them look simple than at school. The thing that I hate is that I've already done writing my math test, and then right now trigonometry is clear to me, and then why I wish this thing happened before.
My name is Ayana Zimete and I'm from William Hill Secondary School. We learned a lot of new things, and I learned a new career investment, which I never actually considered, but I'm gonna go look into. I found that there's actually a lot in the career path that we can do to help the environment, which I intend to also do, and solve world poverty, which I'm very interested. And I've realized that there's many pathways to do it in that specific industry. My most favorite thing was maths, as Mr. Talent broke down everything and made it very simple. And he continues to make maths a little bit or change it to my favorite subject.
My name is Mbalele Martin Mlalase. I am from Westbury Secondary School. Today I learned a lot, especially on how deriving formulas with trigonometry, you see. So I learned how to derive, which they don't usually teach at my school. So Today, I have to first mention the food, and I like that they usually bring in people like accountants and from many different fields to inform us about like they help us like with choosing careers and things. So I like that.
You are spoiled. You are proper spoiled. You know, in my high school days, I would have done anything to be part of this program. Do you know that? So when you go home with a heart filled of gratitude that you are in this room. Yeah? That you get to be exposed to different people. And when I say that today we are in the presence of greatness, I mean it. Ne? I myself am in awe. Like, I don't even know what to say. After I found out our guest, I was like, wow. Okay. We have a guest. And can you guess? I don't even think you'll be able to guess what he does. I don't think you'll be able to. Okay. Let me tell you his accomplishments. Right. He holds a master's degree in business from Wits University. I know, right?
Yes.
He holds a postgraduate business diploma from Gibbs Business School. He's the chef. Oh, what?
Wow.
The host of At the Table TV show SABC3 that plays at 8:30. He's an entrepreneur. He writes for Entrepreneur magazine. He's an author of From a Big, Big Dreamer to Living the Dream Wheels. He became one of 4 independent Microsoft vendors. You see Microsoft, in which Microsoft invested 100 million. He's a founder of Wheels franchise. Can we let that sink in? Can it sink in? Do you now understand that you're in a special room? Now please can we give our guest Miles
Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? No, we can do much better than that. How are you guys doing? Good! Energy! I don't think I need this. Can you hear me or must I use the mic? Okay, cool. My name is Miles Kopek. So how many of you remember this advert? Okay, some of you are too young, Shem, I understand. You know, the sad part, like when they read my biography, there's nothing I hate more than when people read your biography, because it sounds like they're reading your obituary and you're alive, you know? But one thing I do wish upon you is that when one day somebody reads your biography or even your obituary, it must read like 5-10 pages. Because you know you've been to funerals and people you read those things, the born and die, I call it, because there's nothing in between. They were born and then they died. You know what I'm talking about, right? So don't be a born and died, right? I mean, you are gifted such an amazing gift of life. Fill it in, you know? Let it be colorful. Mama phone, but let's turn over the page. Right?
Sure. My name is Miles Kopek. I was invited by PPS just to have a casual chat with the amazing young people. You know, it's often when you speak to young people, it almost feels like the lights are on, but there's no one home because they are, I don't know, they've got this learned helplessness and they're sort of giving up on things. This was the first room where I was surrounded with such amazing light, with people in the room. In that, even as now I finished, they all came up to me and asked me very intentional questions, which shows that they were listening. And it's often hard when you speak because you're in the front of the room and you're talking to people, you don't know if the message is landing. And I got a distinct sense that it landed. So the thing I can say to the young people who are watching, I'm inspired by you. As I said, this is the first time I've spoken to a group of young people who I could tell are very intentional about their lives, who I believe are going to make, are going to lead very remarkable lives. They're going to have a great story to tell,
but I'm also hoping are going to be ones that actually change the country for the better.